Samsung teased the Galaxy S25 Edge at Unpacked. We know what it looks like now. Let's talk about it. Straight ahead. Hey guys, it's Alex from TECHAERIS, and at Unpacked this week, we heard the announcement for the Galaxy S25 family of phones. Pretty much everything that was announced was as expected. Not a whole lot of changes in the hardware, not a whole lot of upgrades. There's a few subtle nuances with the S25 Ultra with a little more rounded edges, and you can listen to my podcast about that in the video section below. But at the end of Unpacked, they announced something new. They kind of did the whole Apple thing with, hey, there's one more thing to announce. And what they announced was the Galaxy S25 Edge. And they didn't really show us much. They only showed us some components of the phone and what, kind of teased us. And so they didn't give us much to look at. But we do now have things to look at, some pictures and whatnot to have a gander at. And I'm going to play actually first the video from Unpacked at the very end of the presentation when everybody was pretty much thinking everything was over. They were running credits and whatnot. And then they rolled out there. But wait, there's more. So let's just watch this. Very short, maybe 30 or 40 seconds. Very short. So we're going to watch that. So we'll set this up here so you can hear what we heard. So they rolled the credits here.
Just when you think you've seen it all, the show isn't over. A culmination of our most innovative technology, packed into a form that's sleek, powerful, and unlike anything you've seen before. Introducing Galaxy S25 Edge.
Basically, they're just laying out components. Showing some of the machined aluminum camera modules and some of the circuit boards. So that was it. That was all that was announced there. The Galaxy S25 Edge. So I was very intrigued as to what this was. Obviously, with the name like Edge, it's implying something thin, and it's definitely looks thin. But we now have a closer look at this phone, and I'm a little bit perplexed as to why. Why do we even have this? That is the question. So here we have the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge, the new ultra slim entry into the Galaxy S25 lineup. The phone isn't out yet, and Samsung hasn't provided any details, but we know it's real, and we have pictures. So look pretty much every other phone. It's a thin silver slab. It's got 2 cameras on the back rather than 3 cameras you would get with other S25 phones. The Edge is rumored to measure just 6.4 millimeters thick, so it's very thin. I don't know. I don't know if thin is coming back or what, but I feel like we've been going the opposite direction the last few years. Their phones are getting chunkier because people want bigger battery. So this is kind of confusing to me as to why we would do this. But Virgil goes on to say, we're trying to get closer so we can show perspective, but the place is mobbed with people. There's a lot of excitement about the phone, but comparison, though, the regular Galaxy S25 is 7.2 millimeters thick. So it's even thinner. So it's almost a millimeter thinner than the Galaxy S25. So here's some of the pictures that they show of this guy. So you can see how thin it is. It's super thin. There's no denying it. I just don't understand why. And maybe you guys can sound off in the comments and tell me, why do you think they're making... I'll say this. Samsung has been known to make these things just for fun. Look at they made the fold phones, and those, obviously have have a fan base now, but I don't know why we would want this. The camera module looks very big. That looks very big, that camera module right there. That is chunky boy camera module. It's got a pinhole camera in the front. I mean, it looks like the new S25 Ultra, but really shaved down. And the camera modules, I just don't think you can make any thinner than that. So it's going to be one of these guys that's going to bounce around on the table quite a bit. So this is all anybody could get, as far as I know, all these pictures. I don't know that the media had a chance. I was not at this Unpacked. I have not been to an Unpacked event in a number of years, but I don't understand the need for this phone. If you guys have an idea, let me know. There's no other specs on this phone other than the thickness of the phone and the fact that it has 2 camera modules. I have not watched this video by The Verge, so let's check out this video here from Verge and see what they had to say about it.
Everybody is super excited about this phone. I haven't seen excitement about a phone this way in many years. So I'm at Samsung's Galaxy Unpacked, and I just got a look at the new Samsung Galaxy Edge that they're teasing. Of course, the S25 phones are here, but everybody is excited to see this Edge phone.
Which I don't understand. I mean, okay, no, I understand. I would have been excited to see it as well, but once I saw it, I'm like, I'm confused. Why do we need such a thin phone? And are we going to have the same problem that iPhone had when they went super thin? You know, the bendable phone. Is that going to happen with this? What's the build quality like? What's the frame like? What's the rigidity like? What's how well is it going to hold up to daily use?
And it's the slim phone that was all in the rumors. Samsung made a quick mention of it at the end of the presentation, kind of one more thing style, and it's actually here, or a prototype, or a something. And it is super slim, as you'd expect. There are 2 cameras instead of 3, so that'll be something to watch out for if and when this phone ships.
So it seems like nobody got a chance to look at this phone, actually put hands on it. It was a hands off. And it's pretty much all the information I just gave you. Dual cameras, 6.4 millimeters thin. That's it. No other specs.
And there's not much else to say about it except that it's very thin. It was hard to take a photograph of from the side because it kind of felt like it disappeared. The other thing to note is that everybody is super excited about this phone. I haven't seen excitement about a phone this way in many years. The place is mobbed, there's security, we're elbowing.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't. Are you excited for the S25 Edge? I don't know. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I'm looking at the Pixel Fold here. I mean, that is, I don't know what the thickness of that, but that's thin already. And to go any thinner, I just don't know. I feel already like this is so thin that, I mean, if it was just one slab, I think it would, oh man, I just don't know. I don't know what Samsung's thinking. But if you do, if you feel like this is something that you want, explain to me why. Why do you want such a thin phone? So, I mean, if I feel like like I said earlier, we went backwards, back to thicker phones, more battery, and now we're going back again to the thinness. So I'm curious about the Galaxy S25 Edge. I want to know what they are going to do to make this a functional phone that, houses a good battery. I want to know if it's going to be robust and well built. Is it going to hold up to daily use? I just don't get it. So, hey, that is it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share with your friends. All those things help the channel. We keep growing. We're getting more subs every day. So please continue to share with your friends. Ask them to sub. And we appreciate that a lot. So take care of yourselves and each other. And we will talk to you on the other side.